Hey guys, Sausage here. Released on September 28th, 2023, Randoville is a medieval chill builder where everything is decided by your luck. Will you get a shabby hut or a gorgeous palace? Throw D20 and find out. So, Randoville is a medieval city builder based around the mechanic of rolling a D20. You roll a D20 to build various buildings such as houses, markets, lumber mills, stone quarries, etc. And the higher the roll is, the more resources you get out of it. So if I were to roll a 16 when I'm trying to plant a lumber mill, I would get like 6 wood per second from that or something along those lines. But if I rolled something like a 3, I would get maybe like 1 or 2 lumber per second. On top of that, there's only 2 map types. There's islands and valleys. And after about level 20, I felt as if the game stagnated. I got to a point in the game where I didn't know where to go. I could create iron ingots at the blacksmith, but I didn't know what they were used for. I could create leather, allegedly, at the farm, but it didn't show up at the top of my screen under my resources, so I don't know if I was actually getting leather or not. I was very confused. There is a tutorial at the main menu, but it doesn't say anything about these 2 resources, so like I said, I got to a point where I was allegedly getting these resources, but I didn't know what to spend them on, and the game kind of flatlined. I was confused, I had no idea what to do. As for the graphics, for a game with such a silly and simple mechanic, I think it looks fantastic. The characters are little cubes, but my favorite part of the entire thing is that when characters walk, they create little paths, so it feels very lived in, and I really like that. Moving on to the soundtrack, it's pretty non-existent. There's music at the main menu, but as you're playing, I'm not sure if it's quiet or if there's just no music at all. When there is music, it's quite nice, but it's extremely minimal. Lastly, let's talk about the time. This game costs $15 US and I got just under 2 hours of gameplay out of it. Now, you can regress your town, your civilization, your settlement, whatever you want to call it. You can go back to 0 and you can take your resources with you. But like I said, once I got to level 20 and I was getting leather allegedly and iron ingots and I didn't know what to spend them on, I'm just kind of thinking to myself, what's the point of going back to 0? I got no indication that there was any benefit to this. And one last little tidbit about this game, it hasn't been updated in over a year. I don't know if it's been abandoned or the developer just hasn't put anything out. I don't know, but it's kind of a bad sign. With all of that said, Randoville earns a sausage rating of 4.5 sausages out of 10. It feels like there's an idea for the game here, but it's kind of weird. It's not quite a demo, but it's not quite a finished playtest. It's in this weird area where you can play it, but it doesn't feel complete. It's quite strange. The game has potential, but without quests or a real sense of progression, the game just feels flat, unfinished, and no real sense of direction on what to do besides rolling a die and balancing your resources. The game doesn't look bad either, though my only small complaint is that the characters being shaped like cubes. It's comical, but I'm not sure if I like it. It might just be a personal preference. The soundtrack they did include is nice, but it isn't really anything special and it's incredibly lacking. The game is also quite expensive for the time I got out of it. $15 US for just under 2 hours, that's a pretty steep price. It hasn't been updated in over a year either, so I doubt the developer is going to be coming back to it anytime soon. It's probably a dead game, but I don't know for sure. So if you really want to buy it, maybe wait until it's at least 75% off, but hey, that's your money, not mine. And that's my review of Randoville. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment below, but if not, just know that I appreciate your viewership nonetheless. I also stream on Twitch occasionally. I have a Discord for both content creators and casual viewers alike, and I'm a Steam curator, so consider following me on all of those platforms as well. I'll leave a link to everything in the description below. Anyway, I think I'm going to cut my review here. Mahoney out.